Hello and welcome to CAGET. And in today's video, I will be explaining how to use the avatar editor in Roblox. This video is designed for brand new players on Roblox and not necessarily the more advanced players on the site. And it's also mostly going to be focusing on the app version of Roblox, so not the website version. But we'll be talking about some things only available on the website avatar editor towards the end of the video. So yeah. So first off, I'm going to explain pretty much a bunch of features. I'm going to kind of explain them in different orders. There's different categories you can use but for avatar pieces. So first thing that's pretty important to explain is what R6 and R15 are. R6 and R15, I'll explain what they mean. The number after the R actually is something important. That's how many joints your avatar has. The R15 avatar has 15 joints. The R6 avatar has 6 joints. R6 avatars are generally can't use all certain accessories don't work, such as my hair. It doesn't work of this R6 avatar. If that makes any sense. So R6 has some limitations, but some games only allow R6 avatars in them. So if you go in a game with R15 avatar that only allows R6, it'll force you into a R6 avatar, which kind of do I did with my flip-shot switch. Some games only allow R15, and if you're playing the R6 avatar, I'll just give you the more joints. And some games allow you to choose, which is based off that slider here. So that is something important to know about. Also in this video, I will not be explaining how to get items and stuff, because it's mainly to explain how to use the editor. So some of you may not have a piece for every spot. Head size determines how big your head is. Like you can see my head's shrinking and growing. Scale determines your scale of your avatar. Like you can be really small or really big. Body size, this if you're using more realistic avatar, make it more feminine. This will be more masculine. This is in between. That's what that does. I'm gonna switch back to my avatar now. So now I need to explain body parts, and the first thing I need to explain is the main body pieces, which are left leg, right arm, left arm, and torso. If you don't have anything equipped, you have the blocky body like I have on. But if you want to put something just a skelly torso, it'll change my torso, and sometimes it changes how your avatar looks. Actually, I'll switch to a very easy to use avatar. This noob avatar. But I'm going to switch it to R15 to explain this. To explain this better. So let's say I want to do the skelly recolorable leg. And it actually will change my body shapes to these stuff. And so that's how this works. And now, some things about body parts is sometimes they can be recolorable, but but they don't work with classic clothing. I'll just use this classic pants example. I use the ones I usually use in my avatar. These. Oh, that does affect these legs do affect that. But right leg. But some items are only recolorable. Let me find the Billy's leg. Sorry, it's gonna take a second because I have so many items in this. Hold on, let me scroll down. I think I passed it. Because some only recolor, so that's their legs are like this. It's only this isn't the Billy leg, but this only allows body colors. It doesn't allow classic clothing. And some have the color preset on them, like this leg only. You can't change the color of it from your body color or from the pants. Same thing looks with the arms and the torsos. If that makes sense. Now I'm a little clothing and actually disable the classic pants actually for this next spot. Now I need to explain how heads work. There used to be classic heads, which is what this is. Classic heads and faces. Some of them, of course, you can't add classic faces to. I'll explain that later. But let's go with a random classic face. We'll do the block head. Old plate heads used to use classic heads and classic faces, which the face is a decal you put on the classic head. We'll use Fearless because that's from the Funny Baller. The default head, if you're not using anything, is a classic head. But yeah. But if you're in the classic face, however, Always equip this, the blockhead again. You know. However, they added a new thing called styles, which are animated heads. Let me find one of my fun ones. This Vintage Furious one, which these heads are animated. The old ones aren't animated. These ones are animated though. And if you play an R6 exclusive game, these heads will not animate. Also, some body parts do not work with R6. Like pretty much every avatar item after the first wave of R4 doesn't work with R6, but before it does. Usually for body parts. So, and some body parts may not work in a R6 exclusive game. I don't know why, but because of the UGC program, which is user generated content, which is basically a special program for people to make their own avatar accessories. Anyone can make classic shirts, pants, and t-shirts. But if you want to make anything else on Roblox, you have to be part of the UGC program, which you kind of need to have some technical skills to do. But UGC program creators can make these style heads, but they can't make the classic ones. And they also can't make classic faces. So sometimes I just make a classic head. You know, the head that looks like a classic head, but it actually is a animated head, but it just doesn't have an animation like that. If that makes sense. Hair actually used to be in the accessories category, but, you know, they changed it a little bit. But they changed it into the body part because I guess it makes more sense there. But hair used to be accessory. Like, this is like a flat, really old hair. This one will actually work in R6, but pretty much anything that uses meshes that deform doesn't work in R6. So, like, this hair would not work in an R6 avatar. It would actually be disabled. But the first hair I showed you would. Now I'm going to explain skin colors. You can either have your whole body just at the one skin color, or you can go to advanced and have, like, you want your head to be red, and your left arm and right arm leg to be red. Now there's actually, like, clothing, if you're using a classic clothing that'll appear in your avatar. If, like, there is, say something like, if you're using all the same skin color, probably because it stopped, like, certain people doing bad things, but back in the day, you used to use different body colors to make your avatar before they added classic clothing. And so the classic noob, actually, how it's done is each body part is a different color, because the torso color doesn't exist on here. That's the limitation of being on the mobile site, is that certain body colors don't exist, and the website has more colors, which is how this avatar was made, actually. That's one of the limitations of the mobile site. Now we'll go into, actually we need to switch from head to body to R15. We're switching back to R15. Now we'll go to clothing. So classic clothing is actually a 2D texture put over your avatar. So, like, this is actually, anyone can make these. Like, I made this shirt, actually. This is a shirt I made. I actually think I have it in the video description. But yeah, so this actually goes, like I said, some body parts might not allow classic clothing to work on them. So classic clothing uses 3D texture you put on your avatar. For classic pants and shirts, it's affect different parts. Well, classic t-shirts only affect the front side of your shirt, the front side of your torso. So, like, they only affect you, like, this nyan cow. And these classic t-shirts are the first accessory added into the game. Now, let's explain shoes. Shoes, UGC program creators, I don't think have access to them, so they just use pants to do shoes. But I think they might get access to some point, but these go over your feet, if that makes sense. And there's a right and a left shoe. When you get shoes, you get both of them together. A right and a left, but you can have all different shoes on each feet if you wanted. Bottoms represent, which actually there's multiple types of bottoms, such as, like, these ones only really work on, R6 avatars, and I'll actually do the top of that one, because that one has another top piece to explain it. This one. Now, I will explain something before I do this, but you can actually rearrange which order your clothing is on your avatar. So if one gets covered up, say these are under the pants, you can put them above, because of how the layered clothing works. So that's a fun mechanic. So, like, you have them all in different orders on your avatar. Just wanted to explain that. But bottoms are like your pants on your character. Are the more advanced 3D pants, like these. But there's also some really wacky ones like the centaur legs, which I'll go to animations for a second and show you the walk animation, which actually had the back legs animate, which is kind of cool. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, the pants kind of do that. Outerwear is like above, usually another layer on the torso, and there's also a bottom wear. But yeah. There's also just tops, outerwear, and bottoms for layered clothing, and then the left and right shoe, which usually creators can't create. Like, this is a fun top because this actually animate with your arms, but they don't usually work with the blocky avatars. Like, one of my favorite outerwears are these little Minecraft ones like you hold in your hand. And it's really cool they've done, like, this is torch, there's this axe, there's a pickaxe, there's different colors of them that people make. It's really cool. It's also just chest plate that looks really cool. That's clothing. I'll just put the torch in my hand. This actually doesn't work in R6 because it uses that. Because the tops, outerwear, bottoms, left shoe, and right shoe actually use deforming mesh as the function. Tops some like old hairs. I mean some of the newer hairs. So they actually won't work in R6. So if I go to head and body and build, I'm going to switch to R6. Will remove that, but I will actually go to head and body, build, and switch into R15 and re-equip that. Accessories. These are the old. These are kind of pretty older mechanic, but UGC creators have access to them. Basically, these are like items you put on your character. Like this is a Herobrine head. This is a Freddy head. This is a bootleg McDonald's worker hat. So yeah, I'll switch to a classic pants I actually have for this McDonald's outfit. And head and body. Oh yeah, I'll switch it all to the skin color. And yeah, but like, this is hats. You can actually have free equipped at once. You can have free equipped at once. So I'll use the Freddy head, and yeah, that's an example. This actually started out as a glitch where you can have two hats equipped, and then Roblox really liked it and made it. So I'm gonna use all free heads. So again, there's like Big Chungus mask and the McDonald's worker if I wanted. But yeah, I usually don't use old accessories as often though. Face is like on your face. You can have this avatar I'm making right now, maybe I'll have the Chipotle shades on them. They go with the fast food theme. Neck items go around your neck. If they want to load, like this little thing, cyberpunk style visor. I'm not going to use one for this avatar we're building in this example. Shoulder goes on your shoulder. But sometimes some shoulders are kind of weird, like I'll explain like this because they can be connected to different body parts, kind of. They follow. Like, these ones follow your head. Well, this one follows my arm, kind of, for how it moves around. If you want to get really wild, you have the Thanos gauntlet, which goes on your arm. But yeah. Front are in front of your avatar. Front accessories, Roblox usually never really made many. And not many people make front accessories, but they're basically the opposite of back accessories, so they kind of have to exist. But no one really uses them. Backs are pretty common. These go on your back, like this little Minecraft cape, literal Minecraft cape that they literally just ripped in the Roblox, someone did. There's this cool minigun one I have. If it wants to load. Back accessories go on your back, and there's a bunch of them. I have a bunch of back accessories. I have this cool shark fin. But yeah. Oh, I remember using this all the time, the rainbow wings. Oh my gosh, if you watch my old videos, you'll see that. Waist goes around your waist, like this little toy plane. This book, it's a fun waist one. The pool floaty kind of explains it the best. It's actually not limited. It used to be a free item. It's a cattail. Let's go around your waist. Then you have gear. Gear are a very interesting topic. I'll actually equip the gravity coil, which will appear in my hand. Gear used to actually have more functionality than it does now. Back in the day, gear, when you buy them, actually, if a game allowed that kind of gear, like there's different types of gear depending on what genre it is. When you have in the game allowed gear, you could actually use these items and have different effects. Like gravity coil will make you jump higher. They actually have effects in games. However, Roblox has been slowly phasing out gear. So if, like, say you had a gear in the, so most games, I don't think you even enable gear in your games anymore without, like, extensive coding. But basically, gears are slowly being phased out of Roblox. But in the avatar accessories, you can just kind of hold them on your avatar and they'll hold in your hand. Most of the time, though, gear doesn't, work anymore. Like, because most games don't enable them anymore. Pretty much every game on the front page does not use gear, and I can guarantee that. So gear doesn't really get used anymore, but it can be held by your avatar in your hand. Like, a fun one, I have this lightsaber, which this one's fun, it actually lights up the area. But gear is probably being slowly phased out of the platform. So that's kind of sad, but then I'll explain animations. This is like the animation your avatar has in game, so I'll just equip the levitation one. But this is like the default animation, but if you have these animations equipped, your avatar, if you're using the R15 avatar, because these don't work with R6 ones, any of the animations will change how your avatar moves around in a game. Like, the ninja run is really fun, because it's really the Naruto run. But yeah, these animations will actually change how your character moves around in games. Like, how the appearance of your moving around doesn't change how you move around, it changes what you look like when you're moving around. Like, levitation's like you're kind of like floating. I'll explain emotes. Emotes are another type of animation. When you're in the game and you click on the three dots in the right side of your top right of your screen, there's actually an emote wheel, or if you're on PC, there's a certain button you can push to equip emotes. But they're basically, you can have 8 equipped, and they can be in any of these 4 slots, these 8 slots, and let you do different random dances and stuff. Like, let's say I want to change the Fortnite hype dance to the cha-cha, I could do that. I like the hype dance. It's actually from like an NFL sponsorship ages ago. And those are at least the functionality in the editor besides for characters, which I'll explain next. Purchased ones are ones that you buy, like a full bundle you can buy. Hold on, let me find the fun one. Let's try and find Bash. But yeah, purchased ones are like ones you buy. If it wants to load them now, because it crashed just a second ago. Well, it won't load them because they just crashed. I think I have too many now. Purchased bundles, but they're pretty much purchased by pieces that all come together. But they won't load for me. So we'll use a pre-made avatar, such as this one. But you can save what avatars you make. Let's say we want to save this. We can push the plus button and say save as new and then give it a name. Or update existing avatar, which we're not going to do either of. But basically that's how you can save avatars. Saying selected face isn't visible because sometimes it won't, like, you know. But yeah, now time to move on to the PC, the website exclusive mechanics for avatar creation. But yeah, and welcome back to the second part. This is the PC editor. I actually have this open in Safari. But yeah, so there's some differences. Like, you see the recently equipped stuff. Like, you can see the stuff I was kind of like clipping before. So you have recent accessories, and shows all the recent stuff. You have characters. Oh, this is actually I was trying to show you before, but like you can, but like these are the ones I was showing before. Maybe it won't. If it lets me expand out. But these are like the characters I have equipped, and there's actually I think multiple pages of them. If it lets me switch between pages, I don't think it does because it actually doesn't. I think they got too many UGC items because they just released clothing. I'll show them clothing like in different parts, like it's reorganized in different ways. Like, it has classic, and as you know, items on PC, then you buy them actually are part of different categories. So you can actually only do t-shirts for top. So these are only the t-shirts I have, but there's other kinds of tops. So that's more of an advantage. Accessories, actually there's a fun mechanic of accessories. Skin tones are the first things I need to explain. If it lets me get over to them. Advanced, you have even more colors on advanced on a PC. That's one of the differences on this. Also, we have, where is it? I think it's in accessories. Oh, advanced. Yeah, this is what we want. So how this works, without finding it, is if you know the asset ID, which is when you're on a item page, there's like a little number in the URL, a long chain. If you own the item and put the asset ID in, and you have multiple of the same kind of item, like back, you can have 2 of them equipped. Yeah, so I'll explain how to get an asset ID of a classic clothing item, which will be a classic shirt. Which will, no, I want classic, oh, this is just an example of item, but if you go to the URL, you could see, if it let me copy this, you can, like, see Discord. This is my Discord server, by the way, I have a link in the description, but if you put the link in here, you can see these numbers, you copy those, and that's how you do it. That's how you, like, put items. avatar accessory, but yeah. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day in peace.